speak about. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for the introduction. And I want to firstly, I want to tell you about how did I started in the digital sphere. And first, I started my journey as a digital marketer in SEO field. So since 2012, I was working as a SEO freelancer. I had my own studio, I had my own website, and I was getting like 2, 3 clients per month. And it was great, it was amazing, but at the same time, I understood that the SEO is the best way how you can dive into the IT sphere without deep knowledge of some programming skills. I always suggest that people should know a little bit of WordPress, a little bit of HTML5, CSS3, in order to at least understand code and to be able to work in the SEO field a little bit better. But after like 2, 3 years of doing SEO on my own, I decided that right now it is a whole bunch of best practices from all digital sphere. Like it's SEO right now is also including the SMM, the UX design, the email marketing, the content marketing, etc. So this is why I decided to switch Instagram for some time, and I launched my own business with my girlfriend, and we started selling 3D lollipops. We had just amazing success. It was just, we sold like 3,000 lollipops in the first month without any marketing budget. This was just amazing because we were earning just pure money without any investments, and we were just happy just as we can be. And but after a year, we understood that working with the food, it's a little bit difficult to get some certificates. People may just have some like poisoning or just high Francesco, and they may have like food poisoning or whatever. So we decided to sell it as a franchise, and later on I joined American company with some Russian roots. And what is really interesting about this company is that they graduated from the 500 startups in the Silicon Valley, and the co-founders were Russian. And what's really interesting about that case in my work there is that this company was getting all the traffic from the YouTube and Instagram. So they never had like proper steers, they never had like paying advertisement. So they were doing things through the YouTube, and they were sending people abroad. They wanted to they wanted to send people abroad to study languages or to get into the top universities. I was working there for like a year, and I was working with affiliates. I was working with like some YouTube bloggers. I was working with like the content. I was working as a salesperson. I was working with a B2B, etc. And this was just amazing experience. I understood how much traffic you can get through the social networks. And after that, I decided to quit because I was working for a year for like 18 hours per day, and it was just too much for me. And I decided to start my own blog about studying abroad, about just living somewhere in the world. And I started searching for like great affiliate networks. That is why when I found the Grammarly, I found some Skyeng. What else was like the Booking, Airbnb, etc. And what was the really interesting thing was when I just came across the car rental business. I understood that their clients that book a car, they have a lot of money, and it's much easier to sell to this sort of viewers or clients some other additional stuff. And what just blew my mind is that actually they're like the average paycheck for a car, it's like 300 to 400 euros. And it's really a lot because, for example, lots of students who just traveling abroad, they stay on the couch surfing, and they spend like $2 on the bus, and that's all what they are spending the money on. So this is why when I just stumbled across the company at myrentacar.com, and I just met Kirill, the founder of this company, and what just struck me is that half of all the bookings this company is getting through the affiliate marketing. And that is why when I decided to join this company and I offer my help, because I know how their internet works, I know how SEO works, I know how to get a lot of traffic from social networks, and what is most important thing is that I'm able to help the webmasters. I will try to answer the questions during the webinar. I will just a little bit mumble maybe. So what languages is Myrentacar available? Yes, languages. So it's available in Russian and English. The white label, white label is option is also available. The main thing is that our website is not fully translated yet, but the widget, the white label widget, is available in English and Russian. So yeah, this is the answer for your question. And continue what I was talking about is that I know what problems webmasters may have and how to solve them. So that is why I just decided to join the company and help to build this company and build like strong affiliate network. Let's talk about the Myrentacar a little bit, because everyone knows the rental cars from bing.com, but not a lot of people know about Myrentacar.com. So the first very important thing is that we are actually like the Airbnb, but for cars. I will talk a little bit about it later. So some amazing data about the Myrentacar. Kirill, the founder of this company, started this company as a blog. He was writing a blog about Montenegro in 2011, and he understood that there is a problem for clients to find the proper car for the proper price. By the 2015, the turnover was already €1 and Myrentacar was operating in 4 countries. By the 2017, the turnover was already €2 million, and we were operating in 7 countries already. Right now, I guess we will, in 2018, we have like, the turnover will be approximately €4 to €5 million. Our main destination, you have to understand it, and why we chose them. So the Greece, Bulgaria, Cyprus, Montenegro, Crimea, Czech Republic, and Georgia. For some American people, I just noted that it's not a US state. Just a little joke here. So as you can see, we concentrate travel destinations for vacation destinations for Europeans and Americans, because Cyprus is extremely popular this year, and so is Georgia, so is Greece, and these particular countries, you can really these countries without a car. So, for example, Cyprus is an island, and if you take a car, you can visit every beach on this island, and not just be locked onto one rocky beach. And this is why we are concentrate on these 7 destinations. We will add other countries in the nearest future. So the main goal of our company is to help our clients to book a car from local distributors. So let's make it a little bit easier for you to understand. So we are basically working as a Airbnb for cars. So Airbnb offers you to book to rent a room from the local, and we are offering you to rent a car from the local. But with a little different. So we have some rules We have some rules about how we add our. Yeah, this is, thank you for your question. Yeah, the car is not just owned by like the local people, but it's owned by the local people. But it's not just one or two cars. We have extremely strict rules for new car suppliers. For example, they must be no less than 2 years in the market, and they must no less than 10 cars in the park, and absent of negative reviews, of course. So this means that these companies are small, but at the same time, there are companies that are really interested into growing into something bigger. And right now, we during the high season, we have 3,500 sales per month, and right now we have over 1,300 affiliates in our network system. Uh, yeah, it's all right now. So why it is interesting for other affiliates to work with us. Half of our bookings come from affiliate marketing. And this means that we are really interested in providing you with the best service. As well, we pay more than 50% of our commission to our partners. You can withdraw money whenever you want. What is really also interesting is that we have extremely high conversion rates, and we're not trying to make extra money from other additional services like car insurances or like car or boosters for children in the car. So we're really trying to let our partners earn as much money as they can, and we also provide our clients with the cheapest prices they can. As well, we have constant bonuses, updates, discounts for our partners, and so on. So before you start selling and just telling about the car rental companies or just about cars, you need to understand your target audience. So yes, we have an API. You can just, after this webinar, you can write to my email and we will give you the keys. So this is not a problem. Just write me at any time you want. So before you start writing about the cars, maybe you're already writing, or you only want to. Let's think about the target audience. Please write down in the chat box. What do you think about the target audience? Who are those people? How old are they? Where they come from? Are they men or women? What is their age? What is their average prices, and etc. So please, if you're just interested, or try to guess what is the real audience for the car rental. I think. Let's give it a try. So, okay, so maybe a lot of you just a little bit scared to write it down. So the target audience is starting from the 23 to 50 years, will be the 30 years plus. This is the people when they have decent job, they earn a lot of money, and they are willing to spend additional money for a car, not just try to squeeze into the budget. What is really interesting and important is that over 60% of our clients are actually women. It is actually unbelievable, because at the same time, hello, Donna. It is really incredible, because when we think about the cars, we think about the men. So people think that, okay, so if I will try to sell car rental services and try to talk about the cars, I need to focus on the men's audience, but that's not right. The thing is that people choose car together. So in women, they really take a part on the thing. So For example, just imagine if you are sitting with your girlfriend or wife and you want to go to Cyprus, and at the same time you understand that, okay, I need to make sure that my wife or my girlfriend will like this car, that it will be comfortable, that it will be nice. So that is why when you write in your own blog, please keep in mind that it's usually that you will just write to a woman who will just try to choose a car with your man. What is really interesting as well is that the desktop usage is extremely high. So we all know yeah. Does the white label? There is a question here. Does the white label work better or attached to it better because it's etc. I would say that the white label is working better because you can integrate it. There's the whole widget on your website, and you can just provide the whole page for the car rental and for this widget. So you somewhere on your website you just showing that you have like affiliate links for the car rental companies, and you said like the car rental, and through this link the person will get to a page where the white label is located. Um, um, by agencies available without licensing latitude. I'm not quite sure about this one. Just please just write my email. I will just find this information with the programmers. Yeah. So continuing. What is really interesting is that your desktop usage is extremely high because 64% of all our visitors on our website were using desktop. It is incredible because overall, right now, it's mobile is like 57% of usage of the whole internet. So it's the majority of the internet is using internet. So another piece of information is that usually it is a family trip. So 60% of traveling, they're traveling with their family, the children and the family. Just also keep in mind when we'll try to write down the awesome content and their preferences. You should also keep in mind that people will always tend to choose the cheapest option they can possibly can. So that is why when you just tell them about the car rental in Montenegro, for example, you keeping that in mind, you start to you explain and show the cheapest option available, and it is a high chance that people will book this car specifically. Yeah, moving on. Where to find traffic? It is actually really huge question. Just the information on this topic we will have enough for another webinar. But the main sources of traffic is having your own site and proper usage of SEO methods. Well, what I mean by that is that you have your own site, for example, like a media site. For example, you just from the third person, you are telling about their site or the Georgia. And the second one is a personal blog, where your third one is a YouTube channel. As everyone knows, YouTube channel and YouTube channels are growing extremely fast, and the traffic from the YouTube is extremely hot. So what I mean by hot is that the conversion rate is like about 20-30%. But it's like an additional source of traffic, maybe for hotels or maybe I don't know, for some e-commerce. It's just amazing and source of traffic you can get. But for a car, but for air tickets and this content must be constant. So for example, you can use the Instagram stories, which will be just a great bonus to your traffic. So line. The line broke up. There is the first one about their own website and usage of SEO methods. I guess uncovered. Yeah, the SEO methods. I will just the SEO is still the most crucial method of getting the traffic, and I will get this a little bit later. So I have like 3 or 4 slides about all the SEO methods, and you will just understand them, and I will just talk you through. I will talk you through about all this stuff. Hussein Al-Arabi asked the question, do I have to get affiliated with travel insurance because some of agents offer travel insurance and some are not? Or does when customers book flights, like for example, book with Emirates or other airlines, they're gonna send automatic travel insurance? Yeah, about the insurance. For example, when we are talking about the car rental, we include the insurance on our website, so you don't have to get their affiliate network in order to start selling the car rental. About the flights, the Emirates, it's like the different company and they have different rules. You need to check about that. Please tell me more. What traffic source do you use? I suppose that you are a webmaster. You have your own blog, maybe Instagram, maybe Facebook group, or just please, if you have like any source of traffic, just let me know and just tell me more about your sources of traffic. Yeah, mytripworld.com is writing. Let's wait like for a minute. Pre-launch now. Cynthia. Okay, that's nice. Website is in Russian. Which one? The Myrentacar.com. Insta our own question. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier that Myrentacar, yes, it sure does yes, it is in Russian, but we have for Montenegro we have another website called autotravel.me, and it's fully in English, but it only consists of Montenegro. I will add the link a little bit later, but our widget is fully in English. Later, we will during this winter, I guess, we will translate. The whole website, and we can just send the people for there. My website. Oh, Donna, I was looking for a tutorial video on how to monetize my website with all your products the easy way without going to each page and instant links. Nothing was found to help. That's actually amazing that you found nothing. First of all, you have Travelpayouts that help you to find great affiliate networks, and it's tons and tons of amazing affiliate programs. And if you have some sort of traffic, it's very easy right now to monetize it. Yeah, and mytripworldwide.com. It's for Facebook, Instagram, our own social media, etc. All right. And Cynthia is pre-launch now. This is wonderful. So let's talk about it. A little bit about the sources and SEO, and later on. SEO in 2018 as an independent source of traffic is really fading away. Today, it's just like the whole bunch of best practices. So let's talk about some of the methods that are still working and still valid, and you still need to use. First of all, it's the keywords. Keywords in H1 and title is extreme. It was always extremely important, and it always will be important, because it's not just the SEO and the keywords, it's all about the mentality. So for example, if you have the name of the website, the article must be about the car rental in Montenegro. Then the keywords are also included in the title. So I will leave the link down below. It is amazing, just like 15 minutes time read, and it's amazing article about how you should properly use the keywords. And it's starting from first and very simple things like what is H1, H2, H3, H4 tags, and later it go into a little bit more details and explains why it's still better than zero. Second one is the proper paid link building. I also have a link for the link building and paid. What am I saying is that about the link building, and I will talk about the next slide. But right now you need to realize that link building, paid linking, is officially banned by the official rules of Google. But at the same time, when you have, for example, Cynthia, who is just starting her own site, it's extremely important source of traffic, the first traffic, how to increase the how to get the really first users, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. And the third one is the ability to organically integrate the hot keywords into your content. This is just common sense. If you're writing an article about the insurance and you talk about like, and your text becomes like insurance is like insurance because without insurance you will die, you will have no insurance, and you're just trying to see all these keywords into your content. Content may lose the whole meaning of this text, and the UX design will just and the UX experience, user experience, will just fade away. So let's talk about more about the buying links in 2018. Should you do it? Yes. Is this still a thing? Yes. It's actually, it's what I already told it, but it's forbidden and it's not really welcomed by Google. But it's a great and easy way to get links, and it's still a valid. What you need to know is that you don't need to buy a lot of links. You need to buy like two to five links per month on the really trusty websites. You don't need to just to buy like 1,000 links from just crappy websites that just working as a donors for other websites. Here's another question. And do we have to have chat support or WhatsApp support in place? Because I believe the customer, when they look for flights or hotels or car rental, they're going to be transferred to supplier. No, you don't have to have the chat support, because if you, for example, if you send in our affiliate link, we will see that there's a customer came from you, and we will provide this client with the best service we can possibly can. Yeah. So there is a nice service for checking quality of the links, of the paid links. So just don't try to buy some crappy link. Example, the classic link tips and tricks. So there is a lot of text on the slide, because I have decided that you need to just fully understand this information. So this is the content that, and this is the rules that are just really new ones. And for example, I will tell you how to get free permalinks from the trusty website. First, you need to remember. So you need to, for example, you have a link roundup. What is it? The link roundup. There are a lot of trusting, very amazing sites that they post weekly or monthly blog posts where they link to outstanding content. What does it mean? For example, if you write an awesome article about the Georgia, or about some air company, or you about some service, or just some good piece of content, just write this, you just write to some kind of a to the website. You can just sites that are correlate with the content on your website. It's really simple and it's really working. Just try it and you'll be surprised. It's free, it's easy, and it's working. You're breaking up. Are you saying link to a blog post on the website? No. You need to find blog posts on other websites. So there are a lot of, I would just maybe just try speak a little bit louder. You need to find website that posts about others' outstanding content. So basically what they are doing is that they always try to find on the web some interesting content, maybe interesting for their users. So they also getting some traffic because they will have some people who want to find some decent content. But you at the same time, you get a really cool backlink on a trusted website, and it's for free. So it's just proper exchange of links, to be fair. Second one is broken link building. It's just like small life hack. What you need to do is to find a site that you like. It may be a really big one, and try to find some broken links. With this service, I leave their link down here below, and you try to find some broken links, and you just in contact with the owner of the website, and you say, hey, I found some broken links on your website. They're not working anymore, and it would be really nice if you will be able to put our link onto your website. How you get free traffic, free link, and you also not just asking for a service for something. You add a value to a website owner. Third one is a new one. It's using the podcast. Nowadays, it is extremely popular source of traffic, and it's example if you have your own website or you're working somewhere, you must be good at something, and you need to share this information. Try to find any podcast you can just to get into, and just talk about what you love. And in this podcast, they always will link to your website. This is how you get additional traffic. And for example, we had like 10% increase in our traffic when we started doing podcasts. Fourth one is become a source for bloggers and reporters. It is close to the third one, to the podcast, but you need to realize that it's really, really hard for reporters and for bloggers to find decent information and decent representative of some sphere. For example, if you're really good, if you like cars and you know everything about cars, there is awesome service. It's free. I don't remember how it's called. I guess it's this one here. We will send you the presentation. As I remember, it's named Halo, and it is a free service when you can connect the sorcerer to a person who really needs somebody to talk about their assumptions. And this is for free. And if you are really good at something and you know some outstanding information, it will be super easy for you to get extremely wonderful. And the fifth one is to find outdated pages, resource, but it's really worth a try. So what you will do on the second thing, you trying to find broken links, but on the fifth thing, you are trying to find really outdated. For example, you know that data on the website about the mobile traffic is totally irrelevant. And what you need to do is to write once again to owner of the website and just telling them, okay, I did my own research. Here is the new information that I found. Please share it and please update it. So it is useful for some website owners because they have like free content for them, and at the same time it's really valuable for you because a really trusty website will add your link on their website. This is how you get a decent amount of traffic for free. Please remember this classic link building and just maybe just try to print screen it in your brain, into your brain, and just remember it and keep it that in mind. Moving on. Right now, SEO is the content actually. So the content is the king. The retention rate in Facebook, in even in YouTube, in like half a year on YouTube it will be also the same. Content is the king, and the retention rate on the page is extremely important. So what you need to do, you need to create clickable, shareable, readable, usable, interesting content. So what you need to do is try to engage with the audience as much as you can. Maybe it's not a great example, but still, for example, why PewDiePie has like 65 million subscribers on YouTube? It's because he's always trying to move. He's trying to get into their shot. He going from this to this, and he always tries to entertain the audience. And actually, this is attention grabbing. You need to remember that we are still animals, and as any animals, we are interested in things that are moving. That is why you need to make some GIFs, videos that are really just entertaining the visitor. After this, I will talk you through about the 10 best, not 10, 11 best practices, how you can overcome your competitors and get hold of all the traffic. So how to create better content than your competitors. There is a great, all these amazing advices. You need to remember, I will just walk you through a little bit because we don't have much time. I will walk you through the most crucial ones. So once again, try to think as a client. So make it more visual. So the average article that is ranking #1 in the Google search has 9 images. So this means that if your website or your article don't have any kind of like images, it will be extremely hard for you to get into the top. Make the fonts bigger. It just was a surprise for me, but later we made some A/B testing, but it sure does. When you have the bigger font, it's easier for people to read. So make it a little bit bigger. So it's really worth a try. Make it, try it, and see what's happened. Really important now is make your website faster, because I will talk about the loading speed a little bit in the next slide, but the faster your site is, the more traffic you will get. This is the rule of Google. It's not our rules, it's just how Google right now working. If you always need to understand what your competitors are doing. For example, you have a website that you like, but you think, how can it be better? This is the first one here. So add the content types that they haven't. This is extremely important because, for example, there are a lot of sites that are right now in the top 10, but they not really updating. They don't have a lot of information. They don't have video. They don't have interactive content. They have all the content which is absolutely static. What you need to do that include graphic. You say, this website don't have any graphics, for animations. So I will make an amazing, beautiful animation, and will just entertain my audience and show the same. You will actually show the same content but with different types of content, more independent way. Long reads. So you need to make it longer, and as you can see here, the average resource ranking #1 has 2,400 words. So the long reads are still working. What you need to do is to keep in mind that even though you think about that, you have a lot of information and there is nothing to add. Once you write, the more images you can insert, the more affiliate links you can add, the more internal links you can add, and this is all working extremely well for the search engines. And this is about the user experience, but just this is classical, like the last one that are working. That you need to make really great and long content. So make the URL shorter. It's just another common sense. So you don't try to overwrite it. So, for example, Myrentacar rental, the best practices, myreviews.com. This is not gonna work. It's just basic common sense. Make it better structured, so people really love when they see lists. For example, the top 10 countries that you need to travel on a car. Top 10 companies that I like, the top 10 affiliate networks that are just amazing, and just etc. etc. So another thing that you should keep in mind that you need to make it more shareable and linked. It is easier to do if you are talking about some really important theme for somebody. For example, this is the content that is really shareable is the content that are shocking. So, for example, if you have some bad experience, you should tell about your experience, and you should write about it. And people tend to share the bad experience, because when you have some extremely bad experience, you are afraid that something will happen. The same thing will happen to you, and you're just worried about it, and you just, oh my God, did you hear what happened with John? Oh my God. And you send the link to your friend and said, oh my God, is John all right? Is it okay? Where did it all went wrong, etc. It's just a small device. So visual faster, it's simpler to read. So we talk about, you'll have this presentation, you'll understand the rest. About the mobile, few words about the mobile first approach, as we all know it, is really important for Google. So we have search engine Google and Yandex. Yandex is like the Russian company, the same as Google, but it is a little bit slower. So, for example, if in Google it's already for a long time when the mobile traffic is taking more than 50% of all traffic, in Yandex it's still 50-50. But what you need to realize is that mobile traffic is definitely getting bigger and bigger and bigger every day. But at the same time, when we're talking about the car rentals, we still, as I mentioned earlier, we still have a lot of clients that are booked through the desktop. This means that yes, mobile is important, and you have to have your adaptive version of your website. Not even in mobile. Mobile is another really big theme to talk about the mobile version and the adaptive version. But overall, in general, a lot of people are suggesting that the adaptive version is better than the mobile. Is working as an other website, and you need to promote it, and you need to work about the SEO, the content. Once again, when you make the adaptive website, the same domain, it is all the same, and you don't have to think through about the like two different websites, because the mobile version is just completely different website. So just keep in mind that mobile, even though the mobile is growing in the car rentals, in the air tickets, as I know, insurance, because the audience is still older. It's about 30 years old. People still prefer to book it through their desktop. Just keep in mind. Optimization and over optimization. There is such a thing that over optimization is when the techniques that are aimed to help you rank higher actually harming your rankings. So, for example, if text is really hard to read, it's really hard to read for visitors because you're just trying to stuff as many keywords as you can, or there are just uncountable numbers of links on your website to other websites. So it's just all about the common sense and about their usability. So, for example, over optimization may be also as a just annoying content. For example, if you have too many pop-ups, people won't be really inclined to promote to other to share it with their friends. So don't annoy your viewers, and think about the visitors. So what over optimization is when you try too hard and just over spam on your own website. Here is another awesome link: how to use commonly right anchor text in internal links. So when internal links and the anchor text means something. So for example, here you can read about their car rental, and when you click on the link, there is an article about the car rental, and not just like some, I don't know, like I don't know. Later on, we'll talk about this stuff. Technical moments during the optimization. As I mentioned earlier, 30% of users will abandon the website if it takes more than 3 seconds to load. So you will lose the third part of all of your viewers if it takes more than 3 seconds. Keep that in mind. It's really important information. And 80% will never return. So after like 60% who actually load your site will go through it, 80% will never come back. It's extremely high number. HTTPS protocol have your website run higher. It helps your website run a little bit higher. But it's other and it's easy to steal and easy to get. And Google right now always showing that this domain is not protected. It's actually really decline the conversion rate. So it's harder for people to buy from your website if they don't trust it. And there is an article how to get the HTTPS, and UX is a very important part of SEO. So how you need to think about things for your viewers, how to get the content straight to your clients. Some real cases. So in our cases, people are tending to earn by up to to 10 rent for a season. Some of our top affiliates earning up to $25,000 per year, and this is like an additional source of traffic, and this is only our affiliate program. So they may be earning up to 100K a year. For example, let's see some sites with great conversion rate and high income. So as you can see, this site is in Russian, but you need to download the Google Chrome extension, the Google Translate, and I will later on the next slide, I will leave the link, and you'll be able to this website and see how it's working, and translate it via Google extension, and you will understand how you need to create the content. For example, as you can see, so because it's a personal blog, this girl is showing that she is her own review, her own ideas, and how does it feel to rent a car. I love this part where they just, and, it's really great because we can see that the car rental, the insurance, and it's really user friendly for the viewers of the website to get to these links. Journal links, so the inbound links are working really great on her website. She gets a lot of traffic. She has really low bounce rate. Everything is wonderful. Next one. It was one of our first partners, international partners. The girl, the website owner name is Sarah. She is from UK, and she living in Montenegro, and she has a site Montenegro Pulse. And what is interesting about her website? Yes. What do you have interesting about her site? Is that she has on like two links to our website, and she has our widget on her website. Only 10 credible rates, incredible. She doesn't have a lot of traffic, but all of the traffic is strict now. So as you see, so he has a list, he has internal links. He has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 affiliate links to our website. He has some print screen. He has highlighted moments. This is a great example of great site that it has a lot of the link in the next slide, where we find that it is very interesting because here he has a video instruction. So he has a video on YouTube where he explains how to buy, and it might be a little difficult to rent a car, and maybe some people are afraid to book a car on the website. So try to help clients to understand. Here are the links um,
I'm sorry.
that I was talking about. And
the connection is really bad, and
Alex,
I can barely hear
in,
you.
and then I
Maybe you
will
can try
out.
to switch.
You need to no, you need to remember if you will try to copy it, you will not get any traffic, and you will not get any booking. And to need to use, and we use it as an example. It's a great example. It's one of our top affiliate partners. So check it, translate it. You need to understand how it's working, how it works, and how it's just constructed. Yeah, and the one that decided needs a little bit of improvement, as you can see. So a lot of links that are just really random, low quality photos, no updates, no HTTPS. So this website will always lose some traffic. And actually, back in the days, it was one of the best websites about the Montenegro, and now it keep losing the traffic. So because they don't update it, they update it, but they need to rewrite the whole site because it's not adaptive. It's impossible widgets on the website and other stuff. So let's think about the why banners are worse. It's like almost the last slide. Why are banners much worse than the widgets? You know that the banners we don't use banners anymore because it's really easy for ad block to block them, and actually they're like no one will see them, and the widgets are not blockable by the ad block. Blockable, the new word for you. So try to use not banners but widgets. Keep that in mind, and try to add low not so much of the banners website. And like the last one, yeah, to profitable in the car rental niche. You need to realize, yes, if you have a nice YouTube channel about traveling, it is profitable. But you need to realize that shooting a video might be might be really really expensive. And if you're not just talking head and talking about the like about the countries, about the government, about some other stuff, and you're really traveling and you're shooting nice videos and you really travel to the place you are talking about. So yeah, it may cost you a lot of money. It takes a lot of time to create. It's not easy for everyone to make a great video, and people are often too shy to speak on camera. And yeah, it's also less clicks because it's harder for people to watch a video and then to click down below. Yeah. So, but at the same time, create trust for the brand, third most popular website in the world, and extremely important additional source of traffic. And it's working like another completely other search engine. So you need to think about the SEO, you need to think about the content. It's only just another source of traffic, another great source of traffic. You can also add a lot of Amazon links, affiliate links. You can add a lot of affiliate programs such as ours, and you will earn a lot of money as a YouTube if you know how it works. Honorable mentions. The last one is the traffic arbitrage through the Google AdWords and Yandex Direct. We had our own case on it during this first season. When we started to do so, our partner showed extremely impressive results. He invested $2,000 in July, and during this month, he earned $5,000. So it's more than percent of income. It's extremely impressive. Contact Facebook, Instagram, as I mentioned earlier on this webinar. yeah, it's worth a try, but it only works as an additional traffic. So you don't have to invest all your money and resources on Instagram or Facebook. Contact is a Russian Facebook, so it's the largest social network, and so it's the same as a Facebook. Yeah, so this is the time for Q&A session. Uh, do you have any like question now, and maybe you just want to ask me about our program, about the car rental and other stuff? Hmm. So no questions. All right. Any sort of question. So if you don't have any questions, so let's see Cynthia.
Thank you all guys for this webinar, and if someone missed the beginning of this webinar, I will just remind you about our last updates, that we have double reward for tickets to, in, and from Kazakhstan. We're gonna have Travelpayouts Summit later in September in Moscow, and we're also gonna have other webinars with our advertisers, and the next one is going to be with Newsman on October 16th. Thanks again. I will leave the chat live for the next 5 minutes, and if you have any questions, once again, make sure that you type it in the chat. Thank you. Bye.